Alright, and we are live back at you again with another episode of the Kiwi Burgers podcast.
This is episode 31 specifically.
Yay!
31.
Yay!
We've made it a full month.
We have.
A full. If you listen,
we now have an episode per day.
okay, that makes sense.
That's bananas.
The audience knows we do our boob sync. I thought it was really funny because there's someone I know whose last name is Tittiesdale, and that is so funny to me.
That's an unfortunate name.
Tittiesdale.
Tittiesdale.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
If you're listening to this, you have a hilarious last name.
Let's bully him.
Please come on the show. So let's start. Speaking of being made fun of, let's talk about the Lizzo thing that came up. What do y'all think?
Hello there. Well, let's provide some background first off. So we all know who Lizzo is, right? Very good for flute. Oh, okay. She's a plus-sized singer who's very good at her flute. Very good for flute. And she's known for her whole body positivity thing, you know, because she's, you know, fat and all that. And so guess what? Guess what she was doing to her backup dancers? She was weight shaming them. Dun dun dun.
Weight shaming, you say?
Yeah, for being fat.
Thin?
No, for being fat.
I don't want to.
Okay, so
I don't
either
wanna...
she had to be super out of touch, or these were some big bitches.
Yeah. There's more.
Like, damn,
there's more to it.
I'm big, but you bigger.
Yeah.
There's more to it, of course. There's a whole bunch of sexual harassment. And you know, just being a bad boss. With me here is an NBC News article because that's just the first one I saw, and yeah, so they alleged that she pressured one of her dancers to touch a nude performer at an Amsterdam club and subjected the group to an excruciating audition after leveling false accusations that they were drinking on the job. The dancers accused Lizzo, a performer known for embracing body positivity and celebrating her physique, of calling attention to one dancer's weight gain and later berating, then firing that dancer after she recorded a meeting because of a health condition. There's also an accusation of the captain of Lizzo's dance team, Shirlene Quigley, of proselytizing to other performers and deriding those who had premarital sex while herself sharing lewd sexual fantasies, simulating oral sex, and publicly discussing the virginity of one of the plaintiffs.
Not the premarital sex.
I know, right?
It's one of those rules for thee, not for me kind of thing.
Yeah.
Also, she has no room to talk about other people's weight when I still distinctly remember the reinforced chair that they had to buy for her whenever they had her on the like news interview.
Logan, check podcast references.
Yeah. They went from Office Depot to Lowe's for those wheels.
Like straight off a shopping cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they went to a strip club at one point. I think after pressure from Lizzo, and she began inviting cast members to take turns touching the new performers, which I don't think is supposed to do at a strip club. Catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas.
The catching dildos thing sounds pretty funny. I wouldn't
that sounds like
anybody, but if I'm at a strip club and I see a performer launch a dildo out of her vagina, you know what? It's gonna be funny. I'm gonna be laughing a bit. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a fun time.
I'm ducking for cover. Personally, I'm ducking for cover because I don't want to get hit by... I don't want to go out that way, thank you very much. But yeah, so the basic gist is that Lizzo, someone who, as I said, celebrates body positivity, is being rather body negative, which goes to show that celebrities really aren't who they say they are most of the time, because if if these allegations are true, and there is a lot of allegations that seem to imply that it is indeed true, then dude, it's so fucking over.
I kind of hope her career ends just because her ego was so big.
I never saw a problem with the ego, personally. I like when people have an ego. The main thing that annoyed me was that she literally just did a video of her like playing the flute at Hobbiton, and I was like, okay, this is bait. This is cool. I like this. And all of a sudden, this happens. I'm like, bruh, really?
So I remember there being controversy around the flute because it was one of those like artifact flutes.
It was a replica, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that was at a certain specific performance.
Okay. I didn't know too much about the event. I just know people were a little upset about it. The one thing that did get me upset, though, well, no, it didn't get me upset, but had me like a little strange was the Nicki Minaj wearing the Marilyn Monroe dress and
that was Kim Kardashian.
Was it Kardashian?
I think it was one of the Kardashians. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a look because I want to get that fact straight.
What was this? A Marilyn Monroe dress?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
No, you're right. It was the Kardashians. I thought it was Nicki Minaj.
I'm never wrong. Except when I am, but that's never. Yeah, but yeah, so that's just basically the gist is, dear viewers, never meet your heroes because they might turn out to be shitty people.
I met my hero. He was great.
If your hero is Lizzo, you may need to rethink your priorities.
Yeah. Well, that's just pretty much all I have to say on the subject. I just basically fuck Lizzo, and that's all.
I absolutely want to meet my hero, McGurney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver?
Yep. I don't know why I put the M in there. I just caught that as soon as I said it.
Fake fan.
Fake fan. I like a lot of the stuff she's in, and she was like one of the very first actors that I was able to say, "Oh, I can recognize her."
She is rather distinctive. How old is she actually? She's 73.
73. Goddamn.
73. She looks fantastic for being 73. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
But the Alien series, the 2 movies, wink wink, are one of my favorite movies some of my favorite movies of all time. You know they have her planned all the way to Avatar 5?
Yeah.
On her IMDb? How silly is that?
I don't know. I mean, that's just they've been working on it, haven't they?
Avatar 5?
Yeah.
We just got done with the second one.
Yeah, didn't you know they made it pretty clear ages ago that they're going to make a lot of these.
I guess.
There was like a 10, 11-year difference between like Avatar 1 and Avatar 2.
Yeah.
Wait,
they planned Avatar 5 in 2031. David's gonna be old by then.
Well, to be fair, she's not really a... Oh, I said David, my bad.
And now, the thing is, too, is like... James Cameron's not even going to live that long.
No one's going to be alive. We're going to get Avatar 3 in, like, 2040. It says here she was in The Village as well. Which,
I haven't seen that one.
It's the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, I did watch M. Night Shyamalan.
A lot of people give it flack. But I personally thought the movie was decent. I didn't find too big of a problem with it. But then again, I'm not a movie critic. When I say I like a movie, it's because I sat down and just enjoyed the experience because I wanted to enjoy it. Like, when I go and watch a movie... If I expect to enjoy it and really enjoy it, I'm going to. Even if it's just like the most dog shit movie you've ever seen, I'm gonna enjoy it.
Okay.
Like the Bye Bye Man, such a shitty movie. Such an awful, awful movie. But I had so much fun because it was so stupid. And I was just having a blast with it. Same thing with the Slenderman movie. Such a terrible movie. Oh my... It was an actual stinker. A real fireball. Of just terrible movie. But I had so much fun with how dumb it was. Actually, let me look up the cast for the Slenderman movie, because there's a very specific person. I think it's Joey King. Yeah, I think it's Joey King. When I see a movie with her in it, I know it's going to be a terrible movie. Not because she's a bad actor, but she just always gets put in, like, the worst movies ever. Because she was in Wish Upon. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. It's basically a box. Movies. It's a box that every time you make a wish, it kills, like, someone you know. And it's just it's a neat concept, but it's a terrible movie. I didn't realize she was in The Conjuring, but I don't think she was a main character. I think she was a daughter. Speaking
of scenery, though, it's interesting how, like, we've just been doing a tie to, like, Alien, going back to that. It's funny how, like, it's all implied. Well, we know for a fact that Alien and Predator same universe, but then, you know, there's the implication of it also relating to Blade Runner.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's a is it a xenomorph or a Yautja? Yautja.
I think it's it's like Yautja or something.
Yautja.
Let me look it up.
But they're in like a stasis or cryo in the movie, right?
It's Yautja.
Yeah, it's spelled Yautja, but it's pronounced Yautja. Yautja.
So let's look it up. Yautja in Blade Runner. Oops.
Yautja. Cool. But yeah, actually no, I remember when I watched the Blade Runner 2049, the one with Ryan Gosling in it, and I remember like seeing one of them big ships in the air looking like one of them ships from Aliens 2. And so I was like, oh, okay, that seems to be a link. So that's my take. It's kind of cool. Maybe we could get. I don't know if it'll work though. Like, wait, because we've never actually. Well, the only Alien vs Predators movies, they've all been set in like modern times. We never have one in the future, aside from like the games and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. So it was neither Xenomorph or Yautja. It was in Blade Runner 2049. There's a scene. Here, I'll just put the screen cap of it, where they're walking through a hall that has a bunch of bodies on display.
Oh, those are just clones.
Those look like replicants.
However, there was one of them that people are pointing out looks like an engineer.
Oh, I think I can see which one it is, but
no, I just noticed it's cropped out in that.
Oh, that's clever. I stand by it. I remember watching the latest Predator movie that came out. Prey?
Here it is.
Yeah.
The one on the far right, and then they have the comparison.
That one's my favorite still, to be honest.
You know, I've never seen any Predator movie until recently. Because I sat down and watched the first Predator movie. It's a lot more gory than I thought it was going to be.
It's pretty violent, yeah.
I always thought of Alien and Predator to be similar, but Alien was not that gory.
No, it was because it was more the suspense horror. That being said, the extended edition has like shows Dallas and the other guy being actually turned into xenomorph eggs. So and that's probably like the most shocking part of it, to be honest. But yeah, no, you should definitely watch Prey though, because that's a very good Predator movie.
It's better than the 2018 one.
Yeah, well, that's not hard to do.
Was it?
Yeah, the predators hunt our spines because of autism.
Yeah, that's the one. I was gonna say that's the one where they're hunting us down because of our superpower, autism.
Yeah, that was some representation right there. But yeah, definitely give Prey a try though. I recommend it. Me and Jacob rewatched it with our mates when it came out. We enjoyed it.
That's good.
It's also funny because you can see it like go toe to toe with a fucking bear and just kick ass.
It just creates such a great world, right? Where you can take Blade Runner, you can take Alien, you can take Predator, and kind of watch all the movies around all of them, and just imagine that it's one big world, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
would you look at that? Speaking of all one big world,
Huh?
Oh no, it's in Fortnite. No.
yeah,
It's been in Fortnite for ages though.
yeah. Well, that's the perfect thing because it's talking about a multiverse. What is better for multiverse than the very center of the multiverse? Fortnite.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and just say my hot take is that it's really not that big of a deal when like someone gets into Fortnite. Like the Doomslayer and Geralt of Rivia on Fortnite now.
That was last season.
Yeah, it was.
I think the idea is people don't want all of their stuff being conglomerated with other people's stuff. And so I don't know, it's like everything you enjoy is now just one idea. And I think I don't suffer from this problem. I don't really like anything. Or hold on, let's look up the Fortnite map real quick.
I don't really like anything.
I don't like anything that you see. There's like Marvel Comics, Rocket League, Fall Guys, Stanley Parable's in there.
No, here's the thing. It's literally everything. It doesn't matter if it's on this map or not. If it exists, it's in Fortnite, or can be.
Hannah Montana.
Because
fucking
Fortnite,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Because Fortnite is, as it says here, reality zero.
Why is there?
It is the absolute center of the multiverse.
Why is there Lucky Charms with a line drawn to all Marvel universes?
As I said, honestly, I mean, end of the day, it's just like skins and abilities, and honestly, I don't really play Fortnite myself, but it doesn't really affect me because I'm a big fan of Team Fortress 2, Bloody Doom, all that stuff. And yeah, when I found out they were going to be in Fortnite, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool.
Pringles?
I'm actually hoping that like bloody Captain Titus for Space Marine ends up in Fortnite because that'd be fucking funny.
I'm really happy.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things on this image that are just there for the sake of making it look more schizo.
Yeah, probably some pissed off Redditor made it.
It's not like fully in it, but like since it's connected to another game and that game is connected to Fortnite, then technically it's connected to Fortnite.
So this is just like the Kevin Bacon map. Because you know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that effect. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Do you guys know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows Kevin Bacon?
No. To be completely honest with you, I don't know who Kevin Bacon really is.
Oh, he's an actor, and there's a whole effect named after him for some reason. Where, as I said, everyone seems to know. Everyone knows someone who knows Kevin Bacon. It's I didn't know how to explain it.
What movies has Kevin Bacon been in?
He was in Tremors, that R.I.P.D. Department movie.
He was in X-Men First Class.
Yeah.
He was Footloose. Was his big breakout role.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Now I know what we're talking about.
It's kind of
cool.
cool.
That guy.
Yeah.
Do you think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to end up somewhere on that map?
Probably.
Maybe not that, but D&D. I'm certain something will end up in Fortnite somehow.
Fortnite game mode. Wait, Kevin Bacon's 65. Good for him. He looks great. Fucking Baldur's Gate comes to Fortnite, and one of the requirements is you have to fuck the bear.
It's not a requirement in the game.
It's a requirement to fuck the bear.
It's funny though.
You have to fuck the bear to get the good ending.
Yeah. You fucking furry.
Hey, the game told me to do it, man.
Okay, that's fair.
The game said you can. You're the one that chose to do it.
I mean, we'll leave it at that. Wait, do you guys think FNAF will be in bloody Fortnite at some point?
I'm surprised it isn't already.
Hold on, I was gonna make one more joke. I was gonna say it's not a requirement, but it's definitely on the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs to fuck the bear.
It's not a requirement, it's a necessity.
It may not be a physical requirement, but to reach self-actualization, I have to fuck the bear. Okay, sorry, we can go back to... have any of you guys actually played Baldur's Gate 3?
I have not. I was thinking about it, but then I saw like 128 gigabytes. No, sir.
I've been playing it all throughout its early access, and now that it's out, I plan on playing it a lot more. I just kind of slowed down because I currently was in the mood playing Mass Effect.
Is it a hard game? I know that's like...
It can be.
Like, is it a difficult game to grasp?
To grasp? Not really. I mean, it's like... It's a CRPG.
Oh.
So, it's Larian Studios, who are famous for making the Divinity series, and it plays exactly the same. It's adapted to use D&D rules to some degree. So instead of like in Divinity where it's every turn one of your characters has a number of action points to spend, various things you can do cost a certain number of action points. For Baldur's Gate, you just have a set amount of movement that you can take, and then you have your action and your bonus action, and various things use those. It's cool how you can, because one of the things that they did that made them stand out from other CRPGs is being able to use your environment. So you can do really creative things with that. So like my favorite in Baldur's Gate so far has been to have the wizard cast Grease.
Grease?
It just creates a like 20-foot wide circle of just grease on the ground. And anyone that's in it when it's cast has to make a saving throw or be to slip on it and fall prone. And as they walk through it, they have to make saves to avoid the same. But because it's grease and it's fat and oil, it's flammable. So I could send a firebolt or shoot a flaming arrow into it, and suddenly it explodes and everyone in it's on fire.
It'd be like that sometimes.
That's funny.
And you can just do various things like that. Like, if you murder enough people in a combat where there's blood all over the ground, and then you hit it with lightning, it shocks everyone that's standing in it because it's conductive.
This is true.
So it's just fun stuff like that.
The box tower.
Is that Matthew Mercer?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, funny.
Just stack a bunch of crates to go over the wall. You're allowed to do that.
You can just... It's so funny, the things you can do with their system.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to go back to your original question of, like, is it a hard game? To figure out how to play, no. It has really good guidance on what you can do a lot, and then there's your own creativity to come up with it. However, in terms of actual challenge, it has 3 difficulty levels. You can set it to Explorer. In combat, enemies have lower hit chances. They're easier to hit, and their health is cut in half. Then there's Balance, where it's just the basic form of the game. Most combat encounters are going to be pretty fair-handed, so it's if you make a lot of stupid decisions, it'll punish you for it. And then there's a I don't remember what it's called, but it's like it's the challenge mode, and it's just brutal.
Which one do you? I'm assuming you play on Balanced.
No, actually, I've been doing Explorer because I want to experience the full game, and because I've been playing in early access, I've done the first chapter like 3 times, and that's not like, oh, I've done the same thing over and over. It's like, this is like 15 hours of gameplay that I have done on loop several times over the last few years. So it's like, I'm kind of bored of it. I want to get through it.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Dead air.
Dead air. Dead air.
Oh.
Dead air.
Enough
Dead
plus.
air.
Quickly.
FNAF Plus. Oh yeah, FNAF Plus got cancelled.
What's that?
What's FNAF Plus?
A complete remake of the first Five Nights at Freddy's game. And it was cancelled because the head dev was being an edgy teen and doing something with death threats and so on.
Huh. Huh. Why?
I have no idea,
I
but
feel like that's fitting, though. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It feels right. Like they hired someone who was a big fan, and now it's like,
oh, it was 3 years of work. Because it's
Now-
been in development for like a long time.
I would just give me the role. Give me the role, all right? I ain't gonna make death threats.
Literally, it was mere months from being released.
Just
And first they decided we'll just kick their head dev off and we'll finish it from there. But then they just decided, nah, it's not available no more.
that sucks, because that
Don't
probably
even-
means we'll never get another FNAF game again.
Thank God.
I kind of like them coming out now. I know it used to like breed a specific type of player and a like specific type of person, but something about how stupid, how stupidly long they are, how stupidly complicated they are. Something about it just is now really funny to just watch other people figure it out.
They exist only to give the game theories money to exist.
Not to, for the sake of pulling it back, but I just want to say that I've been scrolling through Baldur's Gate GIFs trying to find something funny from the game. Almost all of them have just been people. It's like thirst traps of Gale and Astarion.
I assume that's a gay bear.
No.
Oh, okay.
Astarion is the elf vampire, and Gale is the human wizard.
I see.
Unfortunate. The shippers never stop shipping.
No,
Right.
not like shipping them together. Just these are people that people are like, wow, they're so hot. Let me just put this GIF in here of how pretty I think they look.
Can you believe it? We're closer to Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Are you excited?
Perhaps.
Not
I can't believe it.
not particularly.
No.
I'm just waiting for it. When's the release date?
September something.
2023, it's all it says.
Yeah, well, that's this year.
It is?
All the games are getting released around September.
Alright.
I
Oh,
absolutely
by the way,
am looking-
PSA to the fans, never get a hickey. This shit is fucking... Ugh.
I'm so glad
Sounds
I don't
cringe.
Have I'm so glad I don't have a webcam so the fans can't see my hickey. Oh no, if only they knew that I had hickeys. Oh no, what if they don't know I have hickeys?
I'm proud of myself.
Oh
okay?
my god.
Oh my god.
I know no one here has sex.
Math with one of those venom suckers on his neck.
Got a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you, Henry goes crazy.
Henry goes crazy. Looks like we're almost out of time. Do we got
Okay, well,
for 2 minutes?
2 minutes of the
Complain about your hickey more.
Yeah, describe the color.
David, take it away.
Episode canceled. Power Lich attack.
I revoke that with red lightning.
I love these little gifts. Where are you finding them?
I don't know.
Lightning.
Well, oh yeah, I just got done watching WWE SummerSlam. It was pretty good, but the ending kind of sucked. But we'll get there.
Oh yeah, I rewatched the entirety of Invincible.
Think, Mark, think.
Actually, there's no double think. It's just
Shut
one
up.
think.
I don't care, there is.
Dead air,
Good.
dead air,
Dead
dead
air.
air.
Okay, well, you know what? Yep, that's all the time we got for today. Well, fans, thanks again for tuning in to another banger episode of the Kiwi Burgers podcast. It's been great. Yep, we'll be back with you guys next week. You know how it is. Yeah.
Storm of Vengeance!
Ah!